Hi friends, in this session I would like to explain about general activities timer. For that I am taking the process definition, go to add, right click, go to add resources, go to process and select process definition. I am naming this process definition as timer. Click on apply. Okay, open this process. Now observe we have start button and end button. Right click, go to add resources, go to general activities and select a timer. Okay, now observe the start button is disappeared and we got the timer activity with the start symbol. Okay, whichever activity has this start symbol is called starter activity. Okay, the starter activity can create a job, can trigger a job. Okay, here this timer can trigger a job. Why we use timer process? For example, if you want to do an activity in the evening, if you want to do an activity tomorrow, if you want to do an activity in next week, so that we can create a timer, so it will trigger a job on the particular time. Okay, when the time is, when here we can set the start time so that the job will be triggered on this time. Okay, if this time matches our system time, then it will generate a job. Okay, here in this configuration panel we have 4 tabs: configuration, miscellaneous, output and error output. In this configuration we have name, description, start time and run once. Here we have to specify the start time, at what moment, at what time this job should be triggered. Okay, now we can set the date here. Here we can set the date. We can go forward the future date by using these symbols. We can go to the back date also. Okay, now the time is 2:45. Now I am mentioning here 2:47. Okay, click on apply. Use this transition to connect to the end. Here we have one more option, run once. If you want this timer to generate a single job, then check this run once. Otherwise, if you want this timer to generate jobs on a periodical basis, that means on a regular basis, then we have to uncheck this option. If you uncheck these options, 2 more options will come, which are time interval and interval unit. Here we have to specify the time interval. By default it's a 1 and it is a by default time interval unit is second. That means this timer is going to generate a job on every second by starting at this time, by starting at this start time. Okay, you can change a value here. You can specify 10 seconds, you can specify 100 seconds, whatever you can specify the value, but here the interval unit is can be milliseconds, seconds, minute, hour, day, week and month and year. If you want a job to be triggered on every week, then we have to select this week. If you want a job to be triggered on every month, we have to select this month. Like this, which we can select whatever interval depends on our requirement. Okay, now I am starting this job at once. Now the time is 2:47. I am making it 2:48. Click on apply and start it. Now observe the timer is started but job is not created because the system time is not matching with the start time. Okay, the start time is waiting for system time to be equal. Okay, now it is 2:48. It is waiting for this 45 seconds. Okay, within 45 seconds we will get this job. This timer will generate a job. No. Yes, observe, the job is created. Okay, like we can set the time at what time you have to get this timer to generate a job. If you want this timer to generate these jobs on a every second, let's start it. Now observe, it is generating jobs. See, observe, 2 jobs, 3 jobs, 4, 5 jobs, 6 jobs. It is generating jobs on every second. Okay, here for example we are running this timer on our local machine. Okay, we have generated a project and we have created a project and we want this project to be run on a different machine in a different time zone. Then this timer will take that time on whichever system it is saved. In that scenario we have to set this start time. We can set this start time from global variable. We can define a global variable here. We can create a variable. Here we can set start time and the value format should be this format. Okay, for example I'm giving this date, copy, I'm giving value here. Okay, click on OK. Here we can check this option. Okay, click on this one. Here it is, the time is representing in milliseconds. Delete this and drag and drop the global variable here. Okay, click on apply, so that we can define our required time based on time zone and we can map from global variable. Okay, here we have miscellaneous option. Here we have miscellaneous. Miscellaneous is this tab has sequencing key and customer ID. Custom ID. Sequencing key is we can alter the jobs to process periodically using this sequencing key, so that jobs will be processed not concurrently. We can specify jobs to be processed periodically. That means one after another. For example, an account has 10 users. Okay, if you create 10 jobs at a time, all jobs will be triggered at once and all the jobs will try to process at once. If you want these 10 jobs to be performed one after another, in that situations we can specify the account number here, so that the jobs which are under that account will be processed one after another, not simultaneously, not parallelly. That is the usage of sequencing key. I have explained the sequencing key with an example in another session. It is sequencing key session. Okay, this is custom ID. We can see this custom. We can using this XPath we can dynamically map this custom ID and we can see this custom ID in process variables. Not in process variable. It's in process context. Here observe the output. We have output of present time, hour, minute, seconds and all the configurations. Okay, now I am creating a job. See, now the time is 2:53, but here time is past time. That means it's already crossed. In that situations, it won't wait for the job to be created at some particular moment. Because of this time is already crossed, it will create a job immediately. Okay, the job is created immediately. Now see the output. Okay, observe. Now the hour, minute, seconds. Now it is in time in milliseconds. Week, month, day, year, date, time, and day of month. Okay, that is the usage of timer process. That's all we can do with timer. Thank you for watching. Please visit mytipco.com for more important videos and interview questions. Thank you.